Hey everybody, this is Jason Yeagley, middle school principal, and I am coming to you for the week of October 4th, 2022. So I have 5 items to keep you informed, not only for right now, but also some key upcoming events. So number 1 is focused on grades, attendance, and parent-teacher conference. So it's something that I'll keep coming back to. The more that parents, guardians, and students are in touch with their current grade, the better things will go. And the other key thing in there is attendance. When students miss days, hours, it's very hard to do well, and it would be very hard for me to do well if I missed a lot of school. So I encourage everybody to log in. Students, you can automatically log in and check your grades, and I know in many classes they show you how to do that. The other key thing is for guardians. Like, if you've logged in before, you should have all the access codes. If you are new or you weren't able to log in before, I would email Mrs. Elder. Mrs. Elder's email is listed over on the right. You can see it, denise.elder@wbwarriors.org, and she can get you a new access code, send that home, and you can log in without any problems. And if you have any problems, please call me, call the school and ask for Mrs. Elder, and one of us will definitely help you. The other thing is parent-teacher conference. I did want to preview that. We are moving forward as far as when we are having our parent-teacher conferences, and it's going to be October 20th. All right, and of course we do not have school on the 21st, as everybody's kind of working a double shift to be able to communicate that night with parents. So to be able to do this, you want to make sure that you are providing the need or the desire to come in. So teachers will be requesting some students, but it's also true that others will want to request a conference directly to a teacher. All right. So to do this, it's pretty easy. I have Mr. D'Amico, Michael D'Amico's email address listed. You can call or you can shoot an email, and the time frame is going to be from 3 and it's over at 8:30, so I believe our last appointment is at 8:15. So please consider that. All right, number two is the stay after. Yes, it's a tradition here at the middle school. We have our stay after this upcoming Friday at October 7th, and it'll be directly after school until 5 o'clock. Students will need picked up at 5. So I want to point out this year we are not doing a game associated with it. There's pros and cons with that, but we needed to pick this date. We felt it would be a good date, and I'll be honest, we just do not have we don't have a home game. It is close, so if you want to go to the game with your student, it can still happen. I believe it is in Alliance. We're playing Alliance for the football game on Friday. But anyhow, the stay after, I have a link here, and you're going to get, you have the paper that's sent home, but you also have a quick link that you can kind of print out your own and fill it out. But we are asking those to be in by Wednesday. All right, Wednesday, and the cost is $5, and it's a PIE fundraiser. The kids have a lot of fun just hanging out. There'll be little events and things to do. We'll be selling food for, a couple bucks. I think pizza's $2, but there's a lot of things for $1. And just lots of little activities. I know volleyball was a big hit last year. We have some tug of war, just some other activities that we plan on, allowing the kids to do. They do need picked up at 5 o'clock, though. So, but that when they do pay, the day of, I believe, we put like a wristband that they've paid, and then they are able to be admitted. And again, 5 o'clock is when they would need picked up this Friday. Number 3, all right, number 3 is about homework. I just want to keep reiterating that homework is important, but I also want you to know we don't send a ton home. I think most students will have math homework most nights, but it's a few problems, 3 to 6 problems, and they want to work through it. If they get stuck, they're not getting graded for accuracy. They're getting graded for completion, and I know that might ring some bells in your head, but really it shouldn't, because that's part of the learning process, and we need to see where they get stuck. So if they're getting stuck on step 5, or they're not sure how to finish the problem, that allows the group, the peer group, and the teacher to understand what needs worked on. So I did want to point out we've had about 10 detentions since school started. I think we're off to a great year, and if you say 10's a lot, it is, well, compared to previous years, it isn't. I'm actually pretty happy. 6 out of 10 is based on homework detention. So that just means 6 of those detentions are kids that missed. Usually that's about 3 missing homeworks before you get a detention. So it's something that's easy enough to fix, and if you have any questions, please call the school. All right, number 4. Number 4 is about field trips. I just wanted to preview that. We're going to have some field trips in May. I'm working through trying to lock some things down and some details. But I'm bringing this up now because students have to be eligible to go on the field trip. This is the first field trip since we've had COVID. There's a point system for every detention a kid gets. It's a point. If they get ISS, it's 2 points, and OSS is 3 points. So students who continually make some behavior choices or other bad choices could potentially be excluded from the field trip, and I don't feel that'll be many kids, but hopefully it'll inspire students to make good choices so that way they can go and have fun. I'll be updating where we're going, when we're going, as the information is locked down. And finally, just a preview, number 5 for October 31st. Yeah, the day of Halloween, we will be doing a dress up, and no masks, no blood, no fake weapons, obviously no real weapons either. And we encourage kids to be creative, have fun, and it's just a really cool way for students to kind of approach this tradition that I did when I was in school, and I'm sure all of you did as well. All right, that's all I have for you. So my email's listed below. I appreciate everyone who's reached out with questions, and I could directly answer those so we don't have to go to social media for answers. Just go to me directly. My phone number is there with my extension. I will definitely give you a call back and help you out in any way possible. Thanks for all you do, and I'm looking forward to a great week. Thank you, and go Warriors.